Hey gang, welcome back. Welcome to Learning to Survive. I'm Big John here with you again. I want to do a video with a couple of fire starters that I saw a review on Chris Tanner's channel, Prepared Mind 101. I've already done a review of one of them. I did not show how to use it, but I did a review of it, and that was Anthony Cirillo's Fatwood Fire Starter Kit. These things are awesome. Unfortunately, due to arthritis in his hands, Anthony is not able to make these any longer. And Anthony, brother, I feel your pain. In case you guys are ever watching my videos and you see the close-up stuff and you think, man, what is wrong with that guy's hands? Well, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and it affects my right hand the most. Obviously, I'm right hand dominant, so that happens. I'm not going to get on a big soapbox here about RA and all that. Google it, check it out. It's a horrible thing. Just do me. But today I'm going to try. I've never used one of these. Okay, I'm going to try to use this and see if we can start a little. I'm not going to start a fire, but we're going to see how this thing works right here in the wilderness of my apartment. Maybe I should get some of those big fake trees, put them around me to make it look great. I'm going to do this stuff right here in my fireplace. And guys, while we're on that subject, I make it very clear in the explanation of my channel, the description, that I'm not an outdoorsman. I don't hunt. I haven't fished since I was a kid. I don't hike. I don't camp. But I'm fairly new to the whole preparedness, survival stuff. But I'm learning as I go, and that's why I chose to name this channel Learning to Survive, because that's what I'm doing. I'm learning. And any of y'all that I have befriended on Facebook, any of you that I have followed on YouTube, if you have comments on anything that I do that you think I could do better, if you have links to other videos, links to videos that maybe you've done, please post them in the comments. Okay, I am not a survival guru. I'm not out here telling you I know everything that there is to know. I don't, but I'm learning, and that's why I made this channel. I want us to learn together, and for a lot of you guys that watch this, you're not going to learn anything new, okay? But there are people out there that are maybe in my situation, that live in the city, that think, it's a big waste of time. I don't know how to hunt. I don't know how to do. Guys, I'm telling you, there's great information out there on how to learn to survive. And it's not all about being out in the wilderness. We all have this great fantasy of a shit at the fan situation coming along. We strap on our bug out bag and we take off out into the wilderness. Well, that's not always going to happen. And don't get me wrong, I have a fully stocked bug out bag. I have a fully stocked get home bag in my car. I have those things. But what happens if you are flooded into your home and you can't leave your home for weeks at a time? Do you have food? Do you have water? Do you have the means to defend those things? That's going to be huge, because trust me, as soon as somebody finds out that you have food and water and things like toilet paper, you know what people would do to you for toilet paper? You'd be amazed. When people find out you have those things, they're going to try to come and take them from you. Okay? You have to have the means to defend yourself from those people. But if it happens to where you have to go out into the wilderness with your bug out bag, do you have the knowledge to survive? And yeah, I don't practice these things all the time, but I'm trying to learn how to do them. So I'm hoping that if that situation occurs, when I get out there, I can say, oh man, I remember that guy said to do this, or that video showed how to do this. Okay? Anything that can give you an edge, guys, it's a win. Okay? And that's what this channel is all about. Is all about learning to survive. And I'm going to share with you what I know and what I've seen to the best of my ability. Now, getting off my soapbox, the other fire starter that Chris reviewed on that video was a fire starter from Fiddleback Outpost. What a great name for a company, right? Fiddleback Outpost. This thing is called a fat rope stick. And I told these guys that I was going to do a video talking about how great their customer service was. I'm a little late, but better late than never. Guys, I literally ordered these things on a Tuesday. They messaged me through Messenger. They, hey, we got your order. Hey, your order is shipped out. They even let me know when it was delivered. I paid for this on a Tuesday. I got it on a Friday. Kid you not. And these guys are out of Sugar Hill, Georgia. Okay. I'm not going to hold that against them. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge LSU fan. So, Georgia Bulldogs. Anyway, I'm severely impressed that they kept in touch with me throughout the whole process, that I got it delivered so quickly. I paid for this on Tuesday. They messaged me that they had shipped it on Wednesday. You got my payment, you packaged it, and you shipped it the next day? That's crazy. Okay? That shows you the level of customer service that these guys adhere to. Now, this is the only thing I've gotten from them. So, but man, go look at their webpage. They have a ton of stuff. And trust me, I will be ordering some more stuff from them. I'm very impressed. So, we're going to open up the box here. Sticker. It's always a win. Got a sticker. A couple of different cards here. Fiddleback.outpost.com. The different places you can get with them on social media. The fat rope stick. And it explains how to use it. And guys, this is only available from Fiddleback Outpost. You can't get it on Amazon. You can't get it anywhere else. This is the only place you can get these things. Okay, so if you're interested, this is it. This is the only place to get these things. Fat rope stick. Comes in a cool little bag. And if you've seen my reviews of the survival box, alpha boxes, I always talk about the packaging, how it can be used as tinder. Guess what? Same stuff. Good stuff right here. Can be used as tinder. Now, what these are is just exactly what they say. It's a big piece of rope. The plastic that it's wrapped in is to keep it from unraveling. So when you get ready to use this, you just cut off a little piece that you need, leave the plastic intact, because you're going to put this back in your bug out bag, and you don't want this unraveling in your bug out bag, and you end up with this stuff all over the place. So you just cut off what you need, which is very little. Trust me, I've seen the video. And then you unravel the pieces of rope, and then you fluff it, or you take it apart, put it into a little pile, and then you light it on fire. Seems to be good stuff. We're going to find out. So, guys, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We're We're gonna cut this stuff apart. We're gonna do some shavings. Again, this is something I've never done before. So you're along for the ride, and together we're gonna learn how to do this, and I'm gonna do my best. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we are. We're going to test these things out here on my handy dandy cutting board. I don't have a tree stump or anything cool like that. Again, I'm doing the best with what I have. We're going to start out with Anthony's Fatwood fire starter kit, which just seems awesome. I mean, I can't say enough about this thing. So we're going to try to get some shavings off of this thing. Again, guys, bear with me. This is my first attempt at doing stuff like this. And pardon my shadow. I'm going to use my handy dandy Schrade knife. I actually love this knife. Guys, I won, put it like this so you can see it. I won this knife on Facebook, believe it or not. Guys, you know, when they post those contests, people actually win. I've won this knife, I've won a Hoorag. I won this knife, and I love it. It's fantastic. It's an awesome little knife. So, we're gonna give it a shot, and we're gonna try to get some shavings off of this. This is my first attempt, so no no harsh criticisms here. Here we go. I'm trying not to dig too much into this. Wow, the smell is amazing. Reminds me being in the pine forests in Louisiana. I'm trying not to dig too much into this, so I'm trying to kind of shave it. Because I feel like I am, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're getting some shavings. You see all this stuff right here? You see that? Right there? Man, guys, that is like pure resin. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm gonna try to get it in the camera as close as possible within the light. But do you see that color? Right there? That is pure resin. Man, Anthony does an awesome job of getting some really high quality fatwood. And I am just making a mess of this thing. No wonder Chris said he's never been very good at this. Alright, guys. I think that's going to be good enough. Along with all of the pieces that have flown off the table to give us a little idea. See, that's a nice little pile. And, I mean, what did that take me? A minute? Maybe? And like I said, guys, this is the first time I've ever done this. Ever. So, man, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay? And I'm going to get all the rest of this stuff together, and we're going to put it all together for a nice little pile. I think it worked out pretty well, actually. I'm sure. I hope it looked better than it felt, because it felt horrible. It felt like I had no idea what I was doing, which I don't. Now, and for you guys that are going to post, well, you really need to sharpen that knife. I just sharpened it before this video for just that purpose. Now the fat rope stick, which I watched Chris do this review, and his knife was very sharp, and he had a lot of trouble cutting through this. So I'm not anticipating that this is going to be very easy, but I'm just going to cut through a small portion, because when Chris cut through his, he said that he had cut off too much. So I'm not going to cut off a lot. I'm just going to cut off a bit. Ooh, Chris, I showed you up. My knife went through faster. I'm just kidding. Please don't hate me, Chris. So, this is what we've got, guys. This is what comes out. So, that is your fat rope stick right there in a small amount. Now you can, if you want to, you can literally just, I mean, you can see these are small pieces already. So, but you can shave it into little, you know, you can shave off, it was not as hard to cut as I really thought it was going to be. So you can just shave off little pieces at a time and save yourself the trouble of having to fluff it, as they say. But basically you take the pieces apart, which they're pretty much already apart, and I can feel that there's a waxy consistency to the rope strands, and you basically you just break these apart and you fluff them up into little pieces. Now, I'm not going to bore you to death with watching me fluff up the rest of these, so I'm going to pause the video, and the next thing you'll see is me attempting to light this stuff. It ought to be fun. I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome to my dirty fireplace. These are the shavings from Anthony's Fatwood fire starter, and then these are the shavings from the fat rope stick. So we're going to give these babies a try. I'm going to attempt to use the ferro rod that Anthony sends with his Fatwood fire starters. I've never used one before, but we're going to give it a shot. So here we go. Gotta get the coating off of it. Okay guys, after much messing around, I did get it to light. I did use the ferro rod. Believe it or not, you can see the damage on it. But there you go. It took me a minute, but I got it. Again, this is all about learning, so I'm learning as I go. But there you go. I mean, pretty good fire. It's just a little bit of little pile of stuff. And believe it or not, once I figured out how to use the ferro rod, it actually took pretty quickly. So there you go, and that's just a small pile. Now,
the fat rope stick, this is about half of what I cut off. This is the other half. This is the half that I fluffed. Now I will say it was a bit of a pain in the butt to kind of fluff that stuff, but we're going to see how it burns. But I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put the stuff I didn't fluff underneath. And to save time and or my dignity, we're just going to light this one with a lighter. So there you go. Man, that stuff burns great. And it burns quickly. And it's burning hot. That's pretty impressive. But this stuff, man, look at that. Look at that fire. Listen to that motorcycle. Or car, or whatever it was. Man, that stuff is burning like crazy. It's just a little, it was just a little pile. I mean, it was just a tiny bit off the end of that thing. Look at it go. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm not going to bore you to death by making you sit here and watch this thing burn out. So we're going to cut away and we're going to end this. All right, guys, that's it. I apologize for my inept abilities at using the ferro rod, but hey, it's all about learning. That's the first time I've ever used one. I'm actually proud of myself that I got the fire to start. To be honest with you, I know you didn't get to see it on video, and you're thinking, the dude used a lighter. I didn't. I used the ferro rod. I just actually got mad enough at it and started striking it hard enough to make it start throwing out some decent flames. And you missed all of the cursing that was going on in the background. So that's probably a good thing. But two great fire starters do a great job. You know, like I said, unfortunately the one, the fat wood stick, the fat wood fire starter kit, Anthony's not doing those anymore. But you can get the fat rope stick from Fiddleback Outpost. It's the only place you can get it. Go online, fiddlebackoutpost.com, I believe is the website. Check it out. They have a lot of good stuff. Guys, as usual, thanks for coming along. If you like the video, I know this one was a little long, as all my videos are, but if you liked it, guys, please give me a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Again, comments. If you have comments about how I can do things better, post them. Be glad to hear about it. Any kind of constructive criticism, I'm all about it. Put it down in there. But guys, thank you so much for following along. As usual, I love my troops. Thank you for your service. And guys, you and me together, we're learning to survive. I'll see you.